Hello, my people. I'm in the shop today trying something new with pieces of material, and the angle has slightly changed because I'm trying to get a wider view for my audience. You know what I mean? So let the record reflect that. I'm working on it, my people. So this is Jack Daniels of the Box Training Channel, and the subject matter of this particular podcast is uh, the world wants to see Gervonta Tank Davis versus Devin Haney. So let's stop the drama, get the collectively together, and make the fight happen. It's not like it can't happen. The fact of the matter is that there's a lot of excuses floating around, and one is that, which has a little merit, I might add, but with all the money that floats around this particular sport and the politics associated with worldview, right? I'm going to throw a few ideas out there and see if those with an intellectual uh, wherewithal can come up with a logical solution. And maybe Al Heyman and his team might decide that what I'm about to say might have some merit to it. So the idea is that Gervonta Tank Davis it can't leave the country because of his probationary status. That is correct. But there are ways around that in the sense that a petition can be filed with a court to request that Gervonta Davis be left with an option to leave the state under supervision, right, for this particular fight. Now, you can't we can't take the notion that this is impossible because if we search the records not too far back, Bill Haney was in the same situation, but it was slightly different in the legal context of things, but it was basically the same thing, the same legal concept, right? Not leaving the state, or in Bill's case, uh, he wasn't able to go out of the country into another country that barred ex-felons from coming into the state. The same circumstance, but a little slightly different perception, legal perception that is. So, uh, again, if those with with all the capital, right, get with the right attorney, request that a motion and or a writ be filed to circumvent the circumstances under which Gervonta Tank Davis is forced to contend with. I believe that there's a remedy for that in the legal concept of things. So I just want to float that out there, and I also want to float out there. This is a live show, and you guys can jump in anytime you want to. So, and plus that, I do want to discuss with the audience what they think about that idea, right? Because one of my main objectives in facilitating this podcast is to recall boxing back to its former glory, where the fans got what they wanted, the boxers made plenty of money, and everybody was happy, right? At one time, boxing was the number one sport in the world. I believe last time I checked, it was number 14. That simply won't do, especially for those that love the sport as the ones that push the ideals that I do, right? We want the sport back to its original form. We want the sport back to its original glory. And for those who feel the way, who feel the same way, you need to get in and roll your sleeves up and make it happen. The only way you're going to be able to do that is be verbally strong enough in whatever light or whatever matter or whatever form that you choose to use to be heard, right? Get it done. I'm using this platform. What about you? If you like sports, if you like boxing, do something about it. Don't sit back and twiddle your thumbs and sit back and talk about everybody that is trying to make a change, right? I mean, you would think, especially for the black people, right, that they would want to change the thought process and gather around those who are sincere enough to change the complexity of the way life grows on today for them. Was that hard to understand? We need change. Don't matter which direction you choose to change in, because there's a wide circle of circumstances that we as a people have to uh, engage in order to get things done. Change, change. We need change. We need to change our behaviors. We need to change our thinking process. We need to come together and stop killing, beating up one another, verbally, psychologically, and otherwise. And I'm using something that I love dearly to attempt to make change, right? The boxing sport. I, this is what I do. And sooner or later, y'all gonna jump in and get behind me, because I know some of y'all is feeling the impact of what I'm saying to you, especially about change and y'all's behavior. Come on, man. Let's make things happen. Back to Gervonta Davis and Devin the Dream Haney. That's a good fight. The world knows it. I know it. Y'all know it. So what we gonna do about it? This is an open chat. Let's talk about it. I ain't gonna be sitting here all day twiddling my thumbs. I got other things to do. But this is more important at the moment. So, what y'all think? Anyway, notwithstanding the fact that this is something I'll let us do, like I said, I'm gonna continue to do this, and sooner or later, change is gonna come with the fight game, right? We're gonna stop having to wait 5 and 6 years to get the fights that we want, right? We're gonna stop allowing the rich and famous to maneuver us out of position and make us do what they want us to do at the expense of having to pay them to do it. That don't make sense, y'all. That don't make sense. So my thing is, with this particular podcast today, let's start by making this fight happen. Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin the Dream Haney. It's a good fight. Everybody know that. So I guess we ain't gonna have no chat today. Not to worry. I'm not. I know sooner or later it's gonna jump, and this podcast is gonna jump, because my words are the words from the Creator, and they gotta be heard. That's all I got for y'all. Hit the subscription button, hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, and tell me what you think about this particular coach. And I'm out.